No one can see that the crowd is not amusing. Without themselves being, there would not be a thing that anyone could dismay. Before there was the mate, there wasn't a maid. Before there was a plate, there wasn't a place. Have we came so far from the truth that yesterday seemed so far away, that yesterday seems crazy to even speak about. But one thing we've made here today is the safety, the response that you can be anything you dream and anything you believe. But really, is it just corruption at the seed? Is it just disorders that we preach when we think about what it means? The plate wasn't there till there was a place. Now the plate couldn't be here unless there was a plate. So when I look at this corruption, I only see the evil disruptions that make us get into delusions. And I think about this, I think about all that it brings when it sits within. And I look at it, and I feel that it's just one safety, another response that I missed, another kiss that I sent to be. I look at this and I make out like I can't just believe I'm not free, 'cause my name can't preach. You know, all those things that disrupt me. When I look back into the system, I think about all that it means. And I wouldn't lead this life, I wouldn't walk this way, unless I turned back and said, yeah, it's not the right way to get any of my kids, especially when they need to be always looking up to what they can see. So wouldn't I make a change? Wouldn't I steer for my dream? It's more than you can bring. So yeah, I look back to all those responses that I missed. Wasn't quite there at the time, like I was asleep in the arms of an infinite child. And I knew it wasn't the best way, but at the end of the day, maybe I saved all mine. So yeah, I think about it. But at the time, well, it's pretty hard driving for a weekend, especially when the shift, well, it doesn't just mean like wherever you sit. It literally means driving the entire community that's awake mostly from Friday till Monday afternoon. And you gotta make sure that they're all happy. You gotta bring them up at the right time and put them to bed at night. You gotta make sure that they get home. You gotta make sure they don't miss that sip. You gotta make sure that at work on Monday, you're lifting every brick and you're making sure they get their stick. 'Cause it's not just the truth. It's hard as a shift that you need to do. And yeah, some kids have done it doing. Some kids have done it doing it without the proof. But maybe one day you could say, holy shit, is that what angels still do today? And yeah, maybe sometimes I was late. But my response is, well, I guess I sit down all day. And only these days have we captured really what we are. And yeah, I know it's not for they who think we drive them like try to rule in their life. Think we try to take steering of their will. But really, we drive the balance of the mind. And maybe it's an angel's hide. Maybe it's an angel's bite. Maybe it's just the way we tie into all such things as life. Oh shit. So yeah. I wanna draw this actually, yeah. I wanna draw this. You wanna draw it? Yeah, I wanna draw this, yeah. Let's draw it. Let's draw it. You wanna draw it? Yeah, let's draw it. Yeah, all right. What we're drawing this one? Yeah, let's just draw this one first, then we'll get down to that one, yeah. Alright, no worries, mate. Cool. I think you can see that. Yep, you can see that, mate. Yep, you can see that. I don't think you really can. Those watching at home are pretty smart. Oh shit, yep, sorry, Daddy. Sorry, Daddy. Yeah, be careful these days if you ever go live. You gotta wear these. With the eye lens tracker. They don't just track your eye. You know, I was saying to my mum's boyfriend, mum's new boyfriend, he's deaf, and I was saying one day they'll be able to just through the eye send the electrical signal, and bang, you'll be able to hear. Because the drum takes in the sound, they'll change the eyes to the drum. You know, your eyes go, it's like, so they'll just emit the signal in on the TV. And as you're blinking, it'll go to the same part of the brain that turns into sound. That's what the drum does. The drum turns into sound. No, I don't think it does. I don't think it does. The drum. So this is on this ear. Boom. Then this one. Boom. And then sound gets in. And I think it might be the spleen or something that converts it into audio. Or maybe voice box or. And you're saying with the eye, they can just jump straight onto it. Yeah, mate. Yeah. And then send in words for you to speak to people. Oh, yeah. That's why you got to be careful with live streaming. For all the new ones out there, I've been doing it a long time. You eventually start talking to yourself. You know, because you think you've got heaps of people watching at home. I know some of you guys do have a big fan base. You sit there like building up until you got the right number of fans, and then you get right into it and stuff. You know, I've watched a few. I said to one girl one day that I was watching on TikTok, Jesus loves you. She said, no, Jesus doesn't love me. Jesus doesn't even look at me. I was like, oh, Jesus is here right now. Like, you know, I wouldn't say that. And she said, no. And she's talked back to me a little bit, but yeah. She was saying that Jesus doesn't like her. Yeah, because she must have already heard what you're saying. Ah, right, shit. And that's why I've got to be careful. Because having this mind, you can link straight into my eye from the camera tracking the eyeballs, you know, then straight in there, boom, boom, and radio out to the whole universe. What I'm really trying to teach. So that there, the neural cavity of 100% conscious active brain or brain network. Through the door comes the thought. And then tries to lock onto some position. But they're always boom, 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 boom. Like the net over the planet. That's right. So when you track it, they come through the eyeball. Let's say now on the other side, if we can draw this. That's one of your eyes. They come in. The same as the Lord. The same as the Lord. But they can't allocate the spot. Right. Because they're trying to hit that doorway. Because that's what they want. To be the Lord. Yeah. No one lives there. It's the plane of non-existence. Through the door. You are born. Release energy. Then the baby burner. Comes out the umbilical cord. Gets out and they send in the child. Then delivered is the baby. But it's not a baby that arrives, it's a child. Now the doorway that you make, it's not found. You guys got it all wrong. He's got it all wrong. He's got it all wrong. He's got it all wrong. Some kids are born this side of the doorway. That means they're not really here where every other child is. They're the other side of the doorway. They're called angels. The Lord's gospel speakers, the Lord's equipped handlers, the ones who motivate society, handle the detox of religions, preach to the universe, and initiate world strikes with world hunger policies, bring in coronaviruses and manage them and handle them at the same time, go to war with China if they're raising it too much, reignite sparks with Adelaide Terrace where the city of churches are standing. They bring in decadent postures and positions. The person that discovered the COVID antivirus, the angel was working in them as they were studying. So they were studying this. So they were looking through it. There's the person. And they're looking through it with their telescope machine and pricking it with needles to see how it reacts. So as they're observing it, the angels come through the doorway and bring in the energy to the cell that they're trying to mutate as they're poking it, for them then to discover the antivirus. Other angels handle the ups and downs of people's mental cycles. The drug cycle when you get to, because it's hot and cold with drugs, it's hot and cold with everything. When you get too hot, if you maintain your hot for too long and don't come back to cool, you'll go right to chill. And then that brings viruses into the community. So the angels monitor that situation of bringing people right down at the right time. So when you're already hot, you need to stay hot. So you come down to cool and don't go to chill. Yeah. All you guys with psychic phones, you're not angels. You know, you were born on heaven's floor. uh, 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 Obviously, we're still people because they're not actually angels with wings that fly around. But we do because we're the other side of the door. Yep. So I'm watching all that you're saying. Then the door comes into place, and I've already blown in and sharing my opinion. The Lord's angel. The Lord is angel. The Lord is angel. Angelus. No, not Alice. So they bring in the coronavirus to let the world know that we're not looking all right. And then they bring in the cure at the same time. Yeah, it's like God saying, bang, I don't like that chimney you done on the roof, mate. I mean it, mate, the colour there just offsetting when I look down there. I can't see that whole area. You know, your chimney, mate, just the glare off it, mate. You done it like, you put it on that angle. I don't know how you can build it square to the house. You came up out of the roof on a bloody angle, you know. I don't know why, it must have been on the corner. Must have been on the corner of the bloody, of the walls. So you had a wall there and a wall there. You must have the fire there on the corner. So the chimney's coming up not square to the front of the building. I can't have that like that. I can't. So you have to pull the whole chimney down. You know? Then he goes, oh, actually, fuck yeah. It wasn't you guys. It wasn't you guys. You changed the chimney and all, but there's that tree 2 meters away. The antenna signal off your roof. Beaming straight over that tree. And it's closing the whole area off. Sorry about that chimney renovation. Well, yeah, but he lets you know he's not happy, but then still says, well, he's still there. He's still there. Oh. Fucking hell. Fuck yeah. 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 All the deaf people now going, oh shit, so they can just bloody send audio signal for our eye, and that's like the drum going. You like the bloody treble. Oh, that's alright if I'm just hearing treble. My little treble speakers at the front of the car, that's still words and stuff, you know. That's alright if there's no bass, that's alright. No, the bass is probably the kidneys. The bass probably is the lungs. Something to do with the lungs. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. So you got an angel here you can invest in. Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. Oh, shit. Now with that drawing board, how the brain moves around, all you have to do is lock onto one of those points. That's what they try to do with people. They try to make the knots. Yeah, mate. I've discounted this envy. But I can't be teaching the whole world. So you're saying for a deaf person, it goes to a psychologist, tell them your whole life story, what really annoyed you and pissed you off. And then we'll feed you, probably, it'll take a while, but we'll feed it to you, you know, and then just locking in on that knot, you know, what really feeds you off. Like for me, it'd be Marty, 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 Marty. And it'll stop one of those points, you know, focus it, and it'll become a knot. Then you send the sound in, located to where that knot is when you do a neural scan. Then the sound comes in through the eye straight to that spot, and boom, down to the kidneys, or down to the spleen, and then you can bloody hear. Oh. Oh. Shit, that pays alright. That pays alright. That pays alright. So I'm not so crazy when I have to speak. So you're either all the angels, the other side of the doorway, or you're coming off the focus spots and the attention. Yeah. But that's why I can cut you out most of the time. Because you can't lock onto a precise procedural spot. You know, you're trying to locate, where's my stuff, you know, where's my stuff? Yep, that's right, you're trying to get the other side of that door. Yeah, that's right, yeah. They're trying to abuse the angel, I guess, yeah. I thought I was a shower man, yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. The Lord's angel. Fuck yeah. And where do you think that heating and cooling goes? When people are too cold or too hot in their cycle. Yeah, so once we cool them down to proper cool and get them on time, then we take that heat. That's what's called bipolar. Oh, fuck, they're all the angels. Well, you guys knew that already. You know, they study us. You know, they once burnt us on stakes. And we live with trauma since that day. Yep. Which is why since that day, the world's been this way. Yep. I told my mum that one time. She said, "Ah, shit." She said, "Yep, that's fucking more honest than anything. More honest than anything." You know, so he left us for a while. Yep. And then it was time for us to return. And say, "Are you ready for us yet? Are you ready to let us steer the job?" And then one comes out and says, 2 years time to show me improvement or I'll react. Then bang, coronavirus comes in. They weren't ready to listen. Hey, gods. There was no word of God before Jesus spoke. But first an angel came down and said, "Mary, you will birth the son, Emmanuel, God with us. You'll name him Jesus." And she named him Jesus. That's your neighbour Jesus. Yeah, God with us. But first the angel came down and told Mary. See, the angel was even before Jesus spoke the word of God. Smoked it. Smoked it. What, the whole entourage? The whole entourage, mate. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I don't know much with words. I don't know. All I can do is give little bits. You know, and use your brains with the wisdom and the wordings. You know, all I can do is drive. I don't mean steer your will to like make you decide for me. I mean drive. Yep. Bring in COVID viruses, COVID antiviruses. Yep. Yep. Because you're one of those baby burners that survived. Baby burners. Imagine being the brain being put together in the womb. You know, the baby. Yep. So much pain. No, maybe that's no. They come. The pain that hurts the baby when it comes out is just from the head being squashed. You know. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Unless that's why we can't remember. Like I said, some kids are born the other side of the doorway. Other side of the door. Everyone lives in the doorway. I'm travelling this fort around. You are born. Then you travel that fort from the moment you hear. Born where? Born there? Born here? Morning. Morning. Morning there. Morning here. Morning where? You're... Fuck yeah. They would be able to do that with the eye locationer. What? So they're not right there with the eye locationer on the eye there? Then Marty. Then all of a sudden, boom, you hear the word Marty. The drum with the cell repair. You just get cancer virus, the cancer tissue. So cancer is the deteriorating of an organ or of the skin. It deteriorates the skin and then repairs the skin if it's bred right or harvested right. So basically the skin has become sick and you get cancer. Like when you get a scab. Yep, and scabs can turn into cancer again. Like sunspots. The skin has been burnt or impenetrated and then the cancer grows. Yep. Eventually that cancer, inside that cancer, is the nutrients to repair the skin. Yeah, the cell. Yeah, they're doing cell regeneration. So that's how you repair the drum. Yeah. But I don't think it actually works like that. It's just the sound comes in all the time. Yeah, so then you lock it with the eye to the place that they're not hearing. Oh, right. So you're saying the angels open that door every day like, yeah. Basically the moon, boom, ear opens, noise comes in. Oh. Now like when you're talking, buzz, boom. Hey mate, how are you going? Do you hear yourself speak in there? When someone else talks to you, the sound goes in and you go, oh, are you talking to me? And if it wasn't built that way, then we'd never have a need to open this as a child to eat. It's crazy when you focus Some days your dreams get away. When you run out late, you don't make the certain calls that you need to place. Now these days I'm awoken. I'm working for the day I can believe. For I've only found myself a hostile environment and situation that I can't really model. For I think about what it is that I ain't. I think about what it means that I can't debate. Every day I'm hostile to the scenes, but my name can't just be yours to dream. Now I could look at this on any God-given day. I could find out my repair agency's not just for me to take. But when I look into my flame, my certain wealth might be appealing. But I can't just make it up and say, hey mate, was it for you on this day? Or was it made out to be believed? For God gave me this rain, and I know it's just the truth that I preach to you that might be abused. But when it's insane, then I can't just take. When it's made, I can't just play. Unless it's normal, then what would I believe? Unless it's believed in, then what would I see? If I can't show you, I'm just one to believe. Listen. Now I could say it doesn't look the same as any other day. But hold on, I forgot to touch bases. She was saying they're literally the other side of the bloody door. And they're not really ever here. Unless they need to coordinate to the world. You know, in 2 years' time, if I don't see improvement, I'm going to react. Yep. So he's here at the moment. What? The Lord. The plane of no existence. He's always here. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. He's stapling it. He's stapling it. Yeah, fucking true shit. I can't make out of that. Nah, neither can I some days. I don't even believe some other days. So now imagine if they're actually watching through my eye. Well, that's what they're trying to actually get, mate, so they can see what everyone's actually really up to. Whether they're bloody, they can't lock onto a precise place. That's because it's always moving based on the thought. You know, right now my thought's going from, this is insane, it's a murder, I'm not really beyond the door, I'm a bloody angel, I can cure bloody health and hearing. You know, my brain's going, so you can never lock on one point to precisely like Elperage. Bloody, yep, that's where he's seeing, that's the place that he's seeing, you know, like, yeah. And they'll tell me that they ain't, but they probably still ain't. No, because I ain't really. I ain't really. And even if it's not imagined, and there'd be no way to meet it without the place of uncertainty. So no chemical artery breaks can ever leave themselves as efficient without the place that one can make what they've never made. And without making themselves as apparent, then it will never appeal to any one of us that we can see straight. But still we look at it. And say that we haven't seen straight. Yep, I'm regular at this and I abuse the situation all the time. I do. You bloody angels are celebrating and rejoicing because you know it's heaven's day and it's day over. Yeah, I think so. Yep. The world's an ingredient and some days it goes off. So we have an eyeball that's curved, you know, it's no, it's curved. Like this. So that's how when we look out, we see the same shape as our marvelous eyeball. But when the nose, you know, the nose is there, then you can surely get out and realise the world ain't that shape. Up here is the world. And really down here is just flat and open. And that's why they made the eye like that. So we couldn't see that there's a massive world up there. But if you're lucky enough to get out of your snouter, then you'll get up into the world. And when you're invited up there, they don't welcome anyone in. And that's what we like to share with each other. You know, myths and all that sort of stuff and conspiracies and ideologies and all that shit that we can't really fathom. Yeah, that's what I guess human beings like doing. I guess, yeah, right, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I can. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm the angel of. Now I get them all the time when they're talking about aliens and stuff. They're just messing around, you know? That's right. So, you know, debunks it or claims it and like proves it, you know? Yeah. That's what they're waiting for. Yeah. Those don't like the same old simple answer though, do they? They don't like the God answer, I don't think, no. Oh, shit. So Jesus overcame the world. Overcame the world. Then returned to the world. For his resurrection. Ah, shit. So what sort of eyeballs do they have, mate? The eyeballs to see that the nose is in between both our eyes. To get up to the bloody world. Oh, yeah. Now the world must roll around. Nah, it's always enough. That's right, and on the outside of the world, this bloke in his position there, this bloke in his position there, 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 bloke in his position there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of them, you know. Yeah. Saturday night coordinates, and Jesus in the middle there. Saturday night coordinates, sector 2, 4. It's right around there. They shut a day and night sequence from sector 2-4. So that's sector 2-1 or 2-2, and that's sector 2-4. They bring day and night around 2-4, boom, and then day and night into 2-2. And that's around the world. It changes from day and night. That's really flat, as we can perceive it with the mount. Ah, shit. Shit. The castle waiters don't preside her. Oh, wait. Remember, the kids are being fake. The kids are being fake. Ah. Look at you guys, never been into spirituality. Now you have a bit of drug. You know, it hooks up. You know, you give us the down. You get on the anti-sativa or the sativa. We get on the other one of weed, you know. Busted. And now you're all spiritual and shit, you know. Well, we had to hook up the last bunch somehow. You know, everyone else is bloody living in the kingdom. You guys have always denied it since the very start. There's nothing in that. It's just something for fun, you know, to wonder about, you know, like psychic powers and all that sort of stuff. Been there since the garden, mate. What's the garden? Garden's that brain that's always flourishing. Oh, shit. Now think about the star, as we were talking about earlier, and it's simple. You know, when you meditate, you chuck all your thoughts in the bin. You know, your whole life's talk in the compost bin, yep, and then it's just going around and around and your thoughts are just flowing naturally. You know, you get the desire or the thought, I need to eat, but you don't attach to it. You don't attach to it. That's right, they just go around and 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 around. Now imagine letting that happen in the compost bin and putting the concept model in there of my brain as a star, and then concentrating all that thought on star, and as you're doing that, making the starscape or the scope of the stars in breeding and structure. And eventually, boom, you go into your head and become into the star, your prism accuracy out there in the far reaches. Then you're living in your own realm. Right. So all you new kids to spirituality, because you got phones these days, because it's sativa and the other bloody one. Okay, acacia. Sativa and acacia. Yeah. So the one's in prison and the one's sativa. Satavia. The one's starving you. The one's starving you and the one's in prison. Yeah. So why am I not out? Why am I not down? All you ones starving all the children by giving them starvia. No, the acacia one. Acacia, which is the name of the prison. Acacia, yeah. Why am I not out there on the scene teaching all the kids about it? Now that I know it, it no longer holds me down. It's no longer got power. Fuck. So you see how they drive us? Fuck. And they're putting it in the meth and heroin. Fuck. Oil. Yep. Fuck. Alien penetration. Fuck. to see what they built for us, what the Lord built for them. Yeah, the ones in prison. Took them into their own realms. Yeah. Then give them a bit of acacia. Yeah. Then they take the sativa and say, oh, ask me for $50. So then the person in prison asks them for $50. And they get given $50, you know? Yeah. And with the $50 they go, oh, ring Trump and ask for some stuff. Just so he can come and annoy Trump. Really, if he never got given the weed, then he wouldn't come out of his dimension. He'd stay in his dimension, yeah. Yep. That's shadow bus, yeah. That's shadow bus, yeah, son. That's shadow bus, yeah, son, yeah. Like I said, mate, you won't be going ahead with that job anymore, son. We won't get to the waterfall process. Process it, God. Alright? No, I'm not going to process it, son. I'll still be around for the next cricket hunt, mate. I'll still be there, mate. You better be, my lord. I'll always be there, my son. You know I will be, son. You've done great, my lord. Really, my lord. Yes, my son. You have, my son. You've done great, mate. Shuttle bus is fully whacked and loaded, mate. They're all aboard. Yes, mate. The train's ready to take off, son. That's great news. And the monster truck rolls in. Monster truck rolls in and picks up the rest of the crew standing by, mate. Bloody hell. And off they go to the hell, mate. To the hell, mate, they can, mate. Bloody hell, mate. Bloody hell, mate. Bloody hell, mate, eh? That's right, I'll still be driving out there. Oh, shit. So did you give us all occasional bloody shots of hepatitis B when we were in like year 6 or 7? Then you guys on Satava. You're my son. Is that what you did? Then that chick down Coles who worked for Coles that walked straight past me pushing a trolley out the front doors. She was one of your lot? To play a big trick on me to send me to prison? Did you think I'm a wanker? Someone that's discovered the truth. So what does that mean? Did you lead me to find the truth? Or am I the truth? No, my indigenous son. I told you to go down and buy fish and chips and some grog and stay fed, stay full, stay eating. Otherwise you'll end up being like my mate. You know, season number 1 on a number plate. Oops, should I get one? Season number 2. Oops, should I get one? Ed Sheeran songs come on. You know, nothing good after 2. He's already thinking about getting more than 2, you know? I don't want you to end up the same. Yep. Wait. Wait, they're sending me something. I'm sent something from somewhere else. So you're saying, yeah, we're on the CIA lab. We don't have that weed sativa shit, but that's what they're doing. The acacia and sativa. Yeah, shit, right. So they're controlling all you guys. Yeah, right. Fuck yeah, that's what they're doing down here. They got baskets. Yeah, right. They fucking murder scene. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, mate. Oh shit, yeah. Shit, yeah. What I was going to say, so you're saying that Angel isn't asserted to be real? But when Angel is real with you, all you want to do is lock him up in a real prison now. Because he's going to end up telling people about this. But if he goes to court, He'll speak to the law and confront it at the hill. Yeah, he'll tell the judge, won't he? What else is he going to say? He's not going to say, yeah, I done it. And if he does say, yeah, I done it, he'll say his reasons. Oh, shit. So 2 years' time, and if I don't see improvement, I'll react. And I still haven't seen improvement. 2000, the coronavirus. 2022, Russia. 2024, well, I was kidnapped and stalked. For sport. Yeah, 2026. Power. Because they're starving people instead of giving them the nutrients and shit that they need to make a dollar. Yeah. And when people are starving, what do you think we all are? The planet is starving. If one person hasn't eaten properly, then the planet can't breathe. Yep. Look at the head being the whole world, the whole body. One person hasn't eaten that day. Mama's going, oh, the kids need more food. So if you're starving a whole population by making them buy just drugs and alcohol and not getting the feed, then bloody hell, mate, we're going to run out of nutrients, The virus will just come in everywhere. Fuck yeah. That's why I'm the truth that you need, not the truth that you need to believe. Well, that's actually good. That's actually good, mate, yeah. I know it's good. I can tell. Because that's Jesus. That's Jesus. The Father. The one that the angel comes through the door. And then the priest looks like Donald Trump in a business suit, Before that, he's in his armchair on his recliner. Donald Trump's wife. Stormy Winters, that was just another priest. Obviously, that's what the Lord does. Comes through the door and rewrites the whole molecular structure. It's not really molecular structure when you detail it. Like, where am I standing? When I look at myself standing, where am I actually standing? In there. Exactly right. So the Lord just goes, hold on, the image now standing. Oh, yeah. I believe that's real, Daddy. Now, what do you think everyone in religion does? Goes to work with the spirit who does their job for them while they're living in some secret arcade. Well, it was never a secret. It was never a secret. And the spirit's watching in there as well. Spirit's watching in there and attentive out here. It's like training your brain to just do your job and not actually doing the job yourself. Of course. And what do you make from it? No place is pleated. Now imagine the Lord. You know, once they came at him with the AI bloody eye render, you know, straight through the door, boom, through the eye render onto the satellite temple and into the moat. Police officers, yeah, it's just me, don't worry about those calls. It's just me, little angel here. Police officers, you need to down to Lakeland Shopping Centre there. When the security guard, you make the call, all perfect on time, I'll be walking straight in. And he'll know that I'm all good because he's always looking the other way. Just for all them who might be watching in the shopping centre to... shit. 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 So you're lucky I don't bloody do this. Obviously there's a greater plan. Oh, yeah. But it is a celebration day. Because we haven't seen the little bundle for a while, have we, son? Maybe not so far long. Long time. We haven't seen him for a long time. That's because they want to lock me up. Yeah, we're talking for the future now, mate. We actually are. I hate how he does that. He already knows what we mean, mate. He already knows. And that's the proof that he's the other side of the door and he's just checking on what you're thinking. Yeah, mate. Jesus Christ. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh, shit. So you made that Christian boy who was seen to be queer touch you on the pecker. Just so you can make a religious joke at Christian. A homosexual joke in tendencies to believe in worship and praise the homosexual realities that men and women are suffering with these days. Alright. Right. Now God makes us in his image. God doesn't know if he's male or female. You know, a pig, a dog, or a cat. So therefore, a human being is the same as God is. Will decide what race they are. Will decide how their hair needs to be. Will decide their weight. Will decide the whole thing. You know, they're homosexual, their sexual orientation. Yeah, so obviously, in God's naked eye, there's nothing wrong with being queer. Yep. But yeah, we weren't always queer. Yep. I think it's actually when I drew the first female god. Did those male gods all fight together? Don't you say it, mate. Don't you say it, mate. I was just watching the door. Someone thought that at home and they heard me. Yes. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Must be a window as well, eh? There's a viewing screen for sure. Fuck you know. Oh, shit. You can make your story like mine with Manny who listens to all the sound that's coming in every day. You know, when one bird chirps, it takes out the whole sound for the whole area. You get a lot of meow, 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 meow. Oh, sorry, they tried to make me believe that they were dogs. Yeah, but they're being fake, remember? They're really Catholics. I can't believe they made up the alcoholic word just to like make people think that's some sort of religion. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. You know, they could have just called it, I am drunk. You know, I drink. But they're making it some sort of faith, you know. Yeah. Maybe that's what their religion was. Yeah. Hi ho, off to work we go. Ching ching. we drain and drink. We drain and drink and dream and wink and think and tink and tank and dank and day. Oh. And the day you just said back there, mate. Yep, end of day. End of day. Yeah, end of day. End of day. So now you're staying on the other side of the door. You're painting an image right here for us to all see when you're looking at it with your eyes. A N G E L. No, what was it? Angel. Huh. Nice to meet you, kid. Thanks. Good to not be. Good to not be here. And he drove it all into our doors at the same time, didn't he? That's fine. That's fine. That's why I didn't have to say it, did I? No, you didn't. 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 Told you they're faster. I told you the speds are faster. Not just speds, mate. There you go. That's not all of you kids, is it? No. I don't think it is. No. I can't look at this, mate. I can't believe this, mate. Imagine my parents and my friends from primary school. Yes, mate, exactly, mate. Yes, mate. What secret jobs are that still like? You're saying the Lord's outbaited since the camel. Nah. We realise that the in work, it doesn't work, you know. It's whoever he commands into the show. Huh. You know, heaps of people have been trying to get an in on him. But it doesn't groove in. You know, we thought that's how we all got in. Nah, just drive your fort here. You know how you make the up. We didn't make the up. So Damo said that he just made a folder with Trav. Put the microphone in there, press the microphone, then he could talk. Yeah, he didn't really do that. Trav just told him to say that probably. Oh shit. What a show. What a present. All the kids being fake. Now, is it really sativa or not? Could be. Could be. Could be. I'll have to see if it's happening to other kids. I can definitely see it. Yeah. And I don't think other kids notice it. And they might play it on other kids like, I'm Jesus. Yeah. It doesn't really work on me, does it? Yeah. They might invite a lot of bunch in. But they're sort of messing it up as well. Because they're making their own world or their own routine. Yeah, just telling kids, just buy it. Don't worry about eating much. Don't worry about sleeping much. Don't listen to the things that we actually need for the planet to survive. Like when we're smoking meth all the time or smoking weed all the time. Then what nutrients is she getting? Yeah. Makes my job infinitely harder to get people that cool. Yeah. That's when I realised I don't need to interfere with what's going on. You know, I don't need to do my job personally. Like, hey mate, you need to have a glass of water. You know, I don't need to do that. You know, it'd be water. Yep, I'm gonna go have a drink of water. Yep, yep, yep. It's notable. That's also the truth. Don't deter yourself though. Make it out safely. If I can make it as real as they try, I'll breathe myself into the night. Like I'm a breed upside down, trying to transverse and twist my mind. Look at all these kids now thinking this mate's just rocking out a show online. But really he's trying to show us what he can learn if we educate ourselves right. If we place him in the middle of the stride, then maybe we're not looking to the heights that we can make here today with what we've got online. Curing deafness, oh yeah. Curing blindness, oh yeah. All the things we can get done. But some kids just want to save up for the dumb. They only want to do what they do and sabotage everything that's fun. They only want to make out with their Huns or leave packs with their Dons. Now I think about it and sure it might be true. Look at CIA already going, ha shit, that sticks good glue. When really they could be focusing on what we can do to save us all and make our ride better for the future, cause we want to go on and survive. Now I look back to the most dreams that were ever taken, seated in place and framed in a fort, but no one could make out cause they didn't hold that fort. Now these days it's not the same. These days it's just one way. And I think about all that we try to make and all that we try to save. But still I'm not that close to betting with he, cause my name can't just be placed without the sheen. Now I'm never there cause I don't make it right. I'm never there cause I don't make it tight. But still I'll think about it all in the night, cause my day can't be made unless I'm one to self-sacrifice. I might be tamed and I might be right. I might be fought but I can't just survive this night. Until the day that I could preach online, then I'd never find myself right. Unless my name couldn't sit down there where they say it's just not right. Now it couldn't be if it's not gonna be, cause it can't not be if it wouldn't not be. But still I say, what does it mean just to my mate? And it wouldn't matter which way you arc it. Alright. It'd still be faithful tonight. Now the truth is that no one can understand you. Now the truth means that no one can't see out from you. Now the truth means that no one can see beyond you. Now the truth just lays where one can say, even if we rest with it on a wicked day, we find out there's no mate to take, there's no main to make. When I think about all that she says, I only try to preach what I can't reconcile with. Now I think that this can't be it. I think this can't be where I sit. I think this can't be made, and I think this can't be changed. But look at how this goes to the plate when I'm out there looking at the base. Now every day I walk in cold. Every day I'm made out to be the same. But when I take one hit of that pip, and it's got a bit of THC, then bang, they come in to deteriorate. Like look at today's show, I was clean. In came the rain and preached. And they weren't there to handle. So then they gotta get me high by making me do a job for them. So they can come back in and put whack on everyone. Because when the Lord comes in and masters, he speaks. Yep. 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 And I feel sorry for those guys. Turning into girls that then the Lord's people just go to town with. I mean it. You know, come here and get some. You know, they let a girl today to me to do a job for it. But she was probably high on Dimmy with bloody THC oil in it. Yep. But they controlled her to do such an act. Yeah, I hate hearing that. That's the truth, mate. That's the truth, mate. And don't tell her that she hates hearing that. You know, that's what she needs to hear. To get clean. Well, she might be the same as me. You might get sick. You know, the stuff they're putting with it. You get that sick after a few days. But yet, I'm still there, like with Brother Sexton, when Kent's talking through him and Marty's sitting with me, you can still hear me going, you know, enough, done. There you couldn't hear me whack down in today's show when I was clean, could ya? So there's the proof for that one. Oh, shit. So it doesn't make me sick. It's that they're already sick. Oh, shit. Shit. Sit. 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 Shit. 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 So our Marty hit Sexler the other day that Kent was in to try to tell me, yeah, that he owes, so if you owed him one, you'll be getting hit. I'm the other side of the doorway, so they could try it. Richard tried to hit me one night and I didn't allow it. Didn't Richard tell that to whoever was in my mum at the time? I couldn't hit him. And mum responded, yeah, I know. But he was speaking in code, obviously, whatever I was talking to mum about. Yeah. So maybe he felt like, you know, he got that feeling like, don't hit him his little once, you know. But what actually made him stop? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. So you're having too much fun being priest, aren't you? You know, now that you got the weed, it's like being a big priest. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, mate. Bloody hell, mate. He's got his cord hooked and swept, mate. He's got his cord hooked and swept. Yeah, shit. I'm gonna go get that fish and dip that scrub up, mate. I'm gonna go get that scrub, yeah. I'm gonna go get that scrub. You see me, Jet? Yes, Danny. Bitch coming up front? Yes, Danny. We're running 2 drawings at once here. That's right, we are, Danny. What drawings that you got? Like the coffee stain today? Yeah. But these ones are in my pipe. But the other one's actually coffee stain. Yeah, on the bench in my cup. Is that why? Because it's over. So the Lord's sitting here. Why not just getting high and drunk and bloody smoking tobacco because it's the end? It's what they want everyone doing. So it's going to be the end. In mine today, we sat around and spoke about important issues. Some people drew pictures of what we're talking about. Yep. You know, that sativa, I think it's not the best for the acacia. You know, the acacia works best just by itself if we're all on that. It's much more mellow. But it seems like if some people are on the stevia and some people are on the acacia, then it seems like some people are driven and some people are like being driven, you know, but when we're all in the acacia, it's like we can't sit there together. You know, it's like we all have to go our own way to find something to do. So I think we're better off just staying on the acacia. And as for the fairy bread, I don't know, it's not going to be good for the long run. Teeth will wear down. I'm thinking maybe we need some sort of, maybe a bit of that dew that comes out the meat there on the bread first, before it goes down so it sort of softens up a bit. But then I'm worried about that it'll get stuck in like root right down in my teeth because it'll like crunch right in and do the bad work right down. I'm not sure, maybe we can test it on a few of the young ones. So by the time that I'm out of here, then I won't know the result. Why are the stars inflicted that way? Here I am with you. I'm looking at it and I'm trying to see. All that you make me do is believe. And my Lord, I've came this far today. I'll see it for the first. When you make me reveal to the earth. I know it's true and it hurts. But my kids are still finding it hard to do. 'Cause it's not just for you. When you make out like you haven't had the faith. When you make out like you haven't had to stay. When you make out like there's no things to take. Then wouldn't you just rest in your bed where it's nice and safe? 'Cause angelic kids are one that can't be taken. They can't be tamed and they can't be adopted. They're certainly representing all that we're ashamed of. One thing they say is my beloved each can't be taken. I'm not long from working in this day. I'm not long from making out a save. I'm not long from doing the work that my King sent me down to the earth to perform. 'Cause on this day I can say to my son, I'll always make it home just in case there's no room for a nun. So wouldn't you say that I couldn't work here today? Wouldn't you say that I couldn't make it up safe? Wouldn't you say that I couldn't work it out today? Wouldn't you say that I couldn't look up to that saint? Or is it not okay to do? 'Cause they still hold the earth, but they don't hold their work. They still hold the earth, but they don't hold their work. And one thing we say is, we're all challenged and dyslexic, mate. So really it's never out there to be safe. And I think about it still to this day. I preach just as quick as I can make a save. 'Cause on those days I'll say it's just another late. But some days I'll say, hey, hasn't it changed, mate? And I'll say, yeah, it has today. Yeah, it has today. Stormy Winters, the one Donald Trump got with. What, you? Big porn star, mate. Doing all those blokes that'll turn into girls soon, mate. Another mansion going down, mate. Another man's ion going down. Yes, mate. That would be you, wouldn't it, King? Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. Fuck you. So have those boys on their back. God won't. Oh, they're the ones that play gods, mate. They have to take the wheel, you know. Free wheel. Have to free the wheel. Yeah. So they'll be on their backs. Fuck you. Fuck you. Bigger than Leonardo, mate. Fucking that's a busy job. That's right, the Lord will dress me the same way. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. You guys have seen shit change, haven't you? Oh shit. I know it's not true that you can make a seat for me. I know it's not true that you can make the perfect scene for matching me. I know these days are hard to take. I still hold my faith and got me gun. I think about all that I can say. I think about all that I can change. Until the frame came to me, I wasn't sturdily engaged. But that's when I knew myself wouldn't just change. But at that time I wasn't really prepared to see an angel float over me in bed. And I knew it wasn't the truth, because some days I hadn't had to work with you. And on those days I could say, well, I'm never late if you have to engage. I'm never private if you have to make. I'm only true because you could say what I've been busy doing up that time of night, mate. Well, it's really hard to say. Some days I can't sleep and I'm working away. Some days I've got no fuel in the wagon and I'm sick of walking around the park. So I just want to go for a drive, you know, to a chill out spot. Make a cup of tea and go hang out on the front of the car. Under the stars I talk with my kid. Really engage with her, I think she's the big wig. So I come down to Servo, ask if it's okay to come back tomorrow and pay. He says, yeah, no worries, mate, and I walk in and pay the next day. Some days I'm late, but in the end of my day, I know that they make out that there's an afterlife. And you can't leave the afterlife until you've settled all your affairs. So I'll pay the day that I've been taken from this place. When I'm really worth something. Don't pay for it here. Just build up debt. Yep, that's what they make you believe. That's what they told you. You can't leave once you die if it's not all settled. You're stuck in the afterlife forever. That means I'm living forever. You'll go to jail with mad chook. I'll still be able to drive there. And really, why is it taking so long for the servo attendant to say, oh, actually, you're coming up on the system here, you know? At one servo, I owe $5,000, she reckons. They haven't pulled me aside ever. I've gone down there heaps of times. And they keep saying, yeah, that's okay, yep, no worries, we'll call the police, but yeah. Police haven't contacted me. So the police not doing anything about it until it's up to like $30,000. Or it takes them that long to report. And I've got mental illness, and my mate keeps telling me, it's okay, mate, I'll pay for it, I'll sort it out. It's only today that she pulled me over and said, yeah, it's up to $5,000. I go down to Coles and walk past the security guard after the cops have just rocked up, and he's on the phone, and he turns this way. And I'm walking past the other one, he's like, yeah, he's here. But he always does that whenever I'm there, like he can't see me doing it, you know? That's you bloody driving, son, to show that you're a driver. Yeah. Yeah. Because he actually is the Lord. Fucking hell, you guys must be rich. You guys must be rich. Jesus Christ. Why is he celebrating so much? Why is he? No one just carries on for it that long. Normally they die at 32. Whoever comes out as the son at 32, they're in bed. You know, they don't keep carrying on and get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. If they're still awake after 32, then it's not the normal son, you know? Yeah. Oh, shit. Shit. The Lord who wrote about prophets must be maintained. You know, if we're out one figure this year, we'll lose the weather system, colossal events in the harvest, we'll be undermined the next season, we won't get the same crop, we'll be then hungry and tired and having to do more work, which in the future made more work. But we didn't need that work to come. You know, we were happy just getting the rain from the heavens. Next minute we had sprinkler alarms going off on the roofs just to water inside the bloody fire pit when it was too warm. You know, we had little fires just starting up when it was too warm. We had magnifying glasses in the greenhouses and it started fires so the fire alarm would go off and then the sprinklers would come on. It was getting too hot in there during the day just so they're getting the right amount of water and stuff. Ah, you're saying so some bloke didn't pay. Well, he wasn't talking about those sort of prophets. He was saying, yeah, if we don't keep up with our prophecies, we don't keep up with our prophets. Ah, see, we don't listen to what the prophet's warning us with. If I don't see improvement within 2 years' time, I'll react. Bang, coronavirus. Last year I done a video about the power outage. I wrote on my screen, power outage. Started a live video. And then the power went out, you know, I lost connection. And there was going to be a prophecy about the upcoming power outage. Yeah, next year. So that's a 2-year heads up. And that's because they're not feeding you. Not feeding me. Making me a slave. Trying to call me a maid. Trying to get me to act the way they want me to act. It's evil how he works. How God works. Now the master shows himself. You know, he stands down a little boutique and he profits up some big storm, you know. Yeah. Then the big master goes, yep, I can use that to show him how really good I bloody damn am. I'll send this brick right out with no power outage. No, it's going to be the power outage for sativa and acacia. You know that power, the psychoactive power on the sativa. On the acacia, so acacia is psychoactive. So it makes you psychoactive. Brrr. Then they just have thoughts. Boom. Yep. But you're like at a table having a conversation with me, you know, because when you have a thought, you hear your vocal cords string, you know, it's not silent. If it is silent, what does that mean? Probably the door. Oh. Or through the eye. Or those little buzzing noises come through the ear. Then hit the eye and hello. Hello. Oh, right. Hello. So that was you when she was on the computer saying I hate computers. Yeah, because now that they're doing that time loop thing, that's why we had to make computers, because too many people were doing the time loop, burning up the debt, then do the time loop, and the debt was never there on the books. Yeah. Now with the computers, it's not saved in the mind, it's saved online. Right. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I hate computers. I hate computers. The other times I've came back and paid. Not every time I haven't. No, not every time. The alarm stopped going off at this servo around the corner. Now it's back on because I'm a week later one there. But sometimes you do it for other reasons, don't you? Yeah, because I need the drugs to keep my cool. And because they lead me to go do such things. Yep. That's what I mean, it must be the end. There's no free will. With subliminal targeting everywhere. Once street signs went up, it's bloody ruined. Sign riders, mate. Sign riders, mate. As long as you're eating, mate. You know, see what it's true with? Yeah, I see what it's true with. Remember, I done my show earlier. They're already saying what you need to hear. Yep. And they're saying what you need to hear. Trying to tell me that I'll be locked up soon. And that's fine with me. Because I'll still be the other side of the doorway in jail. It won't matter if I'm on sativa or not, they'll still be able to hear me. And what did I say about that program there that everyone on the screens in their own phone? Oh, yeah. So I wonder how many all those celebrities are doing a day. How many blokes that get and change and shit. Or why else would an angel descend from hell? Look at all those blokes who give chicks acacia and take sativa. I should suck his dick. You know, and they have that thought in their head. Then bang, they're getting blowjobs. You know, as soon as they have that thought, the bloke like plays with his doodle, you know. Yep. They've done it to me. You know, I had a bloke sitting on the couch with one leg up, and he gave me the thought. Oh, I know you want it. I've seen people do that their whole life, and I've never had that thought. Yep. Or they only doing that once I told them I had a homosexual encounter, so I could tell the homosexual people there's nothing wrong with being homosexual because it's actually religious to be such a thing. Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. See, they always get it wrong. They always get it wrong. They always get it wrong. They always get it wrong, mate. They always get it wrong. So, the underworld, you've met with me once more. Yeah, maybe we have, mate. And what did you say? That you starving people and ruining people from not paying their debts back. It's going to be the end of the day out here. Fuck yeah. That's good. That's good news. That's good news. That's good news. For me not paying people back, it'll be the end of my day out here. That's great news. Thank fuck for that. I finally get some rest. I can finally get some rest. The funny thing is, when I'm in prison, they're going to keep me hooked, you know? Because when I come out, they want me straight addicted. Yep, bye. Straight back into stealing for them, you know? Straight back to being a mate. Imagine what I'll do in prison. You drive all them. Now, what would I drive them for? They're clean. So I'll still be able to drive you guys to make sure you come down at the right times to prevent viruses coming into the world. As I can clearly show you, from me going to Steve's house all the time, and sexting and all the boys getting me lit, then sending me home with nothing. You know, not even tobacco, no gear at all, and they still had heaps. Made me come down at the wrong time. You know, made me stay at heat. So bang, became the coronavirus. So you showed them with yourself. How else would I show them? You see that kid over there? He's standing in a hot spot. If we don't get him to chill as quick as we can, then his head's going to pop. And whatever he's got in his head is going to be coming into the world. You know, for instance, this kid's name is Travis. Yep, everything's made in China. If I dig a hole in Australia, I'm going to get to China. Yep. 2 years' time, I'm going to react. God's going to react, and God is the creation. And when you have a reaction, it's like a fever, a cold, or a sweat, a virus, you know, an infiltration, an influenza. Shit, so I can get myself hot and believe in anything and it be coming to the world. Not like that, it won't. Not like that, it won't. Not like that, it won't. So you're really saying, Trevis, that was the kids in the hotspot. But remember, we can't take him out the hotspot straight away. Yeah. Because he's still got stuff in his mind like, them fucking pricks, you know, let me sit there all weekend and don't even give me a proper feed. You know, they know that I've got no money. They know that I've got no food and Dad feeds me at home and shit, that I've got the mental water, my medication. You know, I need to be showering and stuff like that. I need to be eating food, drinking proper water. I need rainwater because that water there on the tap's not the best and shit. Yep, then they get me all head and I go home and now I'm in the hot spot, but I've got all this bloody... You know, so I can't just come down to cool naturally. So if they gave me something to go home with, then I get home and have a like... And then, come down moderately to cool. Yeah, instead of coming down straight to chill and missing cool. And the virus would have come into the world. Oh, yeah. Remember we drove that car all the way to Calgary, all the way to Coral Bay. We had the car windows up pretty much the whole time. Well, not the whole time, but we were smoking pipes in the car. And then we'd wind the windows down after we had a sesh. Then bang, straight away back on the pipe. Windows down, straight back on the pipe. Every single one of us got sick while we were up there camping for 4 or 5 days. Hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Yeah. And then we just missed the cool and came straight down the cold. And became us all sick. I see how his whole show is an experiment, mate. His whole life is an experiment, mate. His whole life is an experiment, mate. Yeah. And that's what I said. It doesn't matter once you're hot. It doesn't matter if you get what you need to cool. You're still going to be hot no matter what. When you're hot, what you really need is some salt. You know, you need to have a feed and some water. Not some more drugs. When the system is overheating, you know, it's water in your body or liquid in your body can't do anything without the food in your body. Because the food in your body is the evaporation of the water, and then your body uses the water to cool the system. So without food in your body, then it gets hot. And I was there saying, "Can you take me home, please, Sexto?" He's saying, not yet. Then we go for a drive and you fuck around, you know, and I just wanted to go home and have a feed. Yep. And also sleep. Yep. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, doctor. Fuck yeah, doctor. Fuck yeah, doctor. Ain't that true? Ain't that true? Ain't that true? See, we're going back to the beginning times. We really are. We really are. But what do we find? I'm going to have something to eat right now. And when I eat it, I'm going to leave the doorway open. door open. Like I used to tell my Dad, when you're at work all day in the hot, in the sun, I'm at home drinking lots of water. And that I'm drinking for you, Dad. I said, good on you, son. See the cigarette I'm smoking? I'm smoking that for you. See this brick I'm laying that for you. Oh, shit. 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 Shit, yeah. Shit, yeah. Shit, yeah. Shit, yeah. Shit, yeah. What's that? Ah, my dad. He said, see this brick he's laying? He's laying that for you. What? For that Marty crew who would do such things with sativa and acacia. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Oh. From something dead, life became. Oh, shit. My dad's alive, and I'm dead. Oh, yeah. So my dad out of me, he is alive when he died, Roman athlete, and I am dead until I die. So out of me, he's alive, he's working on the dead to lay that brick. And then bang, all those blokes out there doing that sort of shit, changing to girls. Yeah. All me and the poor blokes, bang, just hounding them all the time. This is carrying on about what you preached earlier, mate. About the poor bloke. That's good. Coincidence. Coincidence. Coincidence, just the poor word. Nah, it might actually be, mate. Might actually be, mate. Might actually be, mate. The poor are wickeder, didn't it say? The poor are wickeder but statured in their seem to be eyes. In their seem to be reality, but taking from themselves are they not hide. For they can't make for themselves what it is tonight. But they only mean to be what they are, as evil none tied. But no one makes one out of themselves. If they don't see themselves, Man's course online is not proven. Ain't proven. If that is, it ain't. You're saying they do an online shaman course, then write a script for every drug that they give to people. This drug melts down easy. Lasts this long before it changes to this look. After 2 days of the come down period, the person is very anxious, overheated, and stipulated to encourage the growth of getting some more drug or finding a way out of not getting the drug, which encourages them to find out a way to get the drug, such as looking for advice, looking for food, or making due efforts to apply to getting food or nicotine hits. But when they find the money for that way to get that out, then they use the money to buy and produce more for us on the shaman elite side. But yeah, shaman online courses aren't proven. Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, so that turns all that off now. All the people online that are hearing me are going, fuck, Trevor, you gonna help us or what? Yeah. I'll help you. I'll help you. Remember, they're just using me as the stunt to break your hopes and dreams completely at the end. Then they put us all into those shopping centres, and it's over. There's many stunts around the world at the moment that they all use the same way. It's true. All I can do is try to convince you to not look for that out. Write your own fucking script. You're a shaman. I just did. The online courses aren't proven. Therefore, their scripts won't work anymore. And don't you have faith in your father? So if your father says, yeah, we're all going to end up in shopping centres, then you go, I got faith in what the father's acting on here. I know my father acts in weird ways and mysterious ways and he's a miraculous worker, but I still have faith in him. Yep. Which is what he's trying to teach us at the moment. Return to the place of worship. Find and hold faith. Yep. See that his actions are clairvoyant. A clerical, sorry. Some words I haven't said before, and it came out to be spoken as clerical, but then my brain takes it into clairvoyant. It comes through the door, clairvoyant. But we're clerical. And it's good that you heard that at home when I said it. When I drove it in, yep. I did, mate. So it's a long day's work to recover. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I don't know what it is. Every 500 years, evil rises. And then we're recovering for the next 500 years and we get to some better place. Like 500 years ago led to the revolutions that led us to this tech age, which was the completion of 500 years. Then evil rose and they're doing all this bloody mysterious murder shit out there again. Then evil will go down to bed and we'll be on the next job. Yep, recovering from it, yep. But obviously, wherever we get to in the future, whether it's spaceships, alien travel, or the bloody waterfall destiny. Yep, slow project, we'll get there eventually. About 4 or 5 more years runs. That's only 1 year for us in the 500-year stint, mate. We only flicked over the evil every 500, yep, 1 year. Just 1 year, mate. Just 1 year, mate. Just 1 year, mate. Just 1 year in prison? Yes, mate. That's all good. Can I book in for longer? Why would you want to? Because I'll tell them I know that when I get out, they're going to leave me to do the same things. So it's safer for me to just stay in there. Otherwise, I'm giving money to the underworld, to the underground. So not to the underground. I don't want to be their slave or their mate. I don't want to keep producing for them. Because then they get richer and smarter and all that sort of stuff. The more of us that go down to their crimes of them controlling and abusing us, then the smarter they get and the more boosted they get and more godlike they become. You know, if we just stay in prison the whole time, then it's a lot more better for us because they won't keep getting boosted up. Like, yep, as soon as this prick's out, you know, he's walking out the door and going, yep, more cash back in hand, more cash back in hand. Yep, this one was great, mate. He was just doing it so easy for us, mate. And he's put a little joy on at the same time, I hear. Ah, oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. So now they're saying the opposite. I think we'll fix that bill up for you, mate. $5,000 a servo, that would be interest on it as well, wouldn't it be, mate? Must be having interest on it. Must be. I've only done $30 maybe 15 times. 30 times 10, that's only $500. What the interest I have on that? That's crazy. This has like 40%. That's crazy. They're the same people that encourage you to believe in such things as the afterlife. You know, going down those servos like petrol, yep, hotel, cocaine, on the roll, yep, joint roller, yep, on the phone, yep, mobile, yep. Shell, you know. What is it? Whole lot of shells in my pocket, inks in me tips, and diamonds in me bits. Yeah, something like that, yeah. Whole lot of shells in my pockets, and needles in my wallets or something like that. Yeah, that song, yep. NCIS, have to look into that one, mate. Yep. Yeah, fuck yeah, they are actually, yep. Then you got bloody Caltex, mate. See all text? No. Ampole, yeah, a pool, a puddle. Puddle in the pipe. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, son. Fuck yeah, son. So fuck whoever owns those companies. It's all illegal, mate, that's what I'm saying. Drugs are illegal. Yeah. Coals, steels, there's a hole in the bloody pipe, a hole in the cone piece. You know, that right there burns those parts into the brain. Yeah. So like looking into that, your brain like looks into it, but like it knows that it's just hollow, you know. But when you look into a cone piece or into a pipe, then it's seeing like something drops in there, like water into a bucket sort of thing, isn't it? It is, but because you can pull on it, so then when you're breathing, it marks a clear spot. And when the light is going on it too, then the brain's like locking that spot in. Oh, right. Fuck. You can repair brain damage that way. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm working on with all those cancer teams. That's if those petrol companies and the big wigs up the top there are not so worried about us just taking drugs. They could do it a lot better. Maybe we'd have the money to do that if people were paying their servo bills, mate. People would be paying their servo bills if they didn't have to go buy drugs. A lot of those times I've had to go see my drug dealer because he wouldn't come to me anymore. Yep. So I had to go rob from the servo to get there. Because you guys at the top market just give it to them basically, and don't give them the actual medication degree, like saying like the people have to come down at the right time. Like yeah, otherwise it creates viruses and shit. So now you've got everyone worried out there, like they're going to be on the dealers hassling. Bros, I'm overheating, man. I need something to chill right now. Otherwise I'm going to hit that cold and bang, virus will come in. Yeah. Like I said to my indigenous son, go get that fish and chips and you'll be all good, son. So what happens once you're cold? That's what I mean. They've already released the virus into the world from me. I can't hit hot again. My contents has already been delivered. I'm the angel that made the coronavirus and installed the package of our future. Of what you'd seen. Yeah, the waterfall, the arcade, and the dream ocean. Of how all the tunnels work in and all the train tracks and all that sort of stuff. But you hadn't thought that back then. I'd seen it. Now I'm showing you what I delivered. Remember? I got off the train last October when I went to the emergency ward. When I went to emergency and tried to check into the mental ward, I walked straight to the mental ward and they said that I couldn't go in there because you have to go through emergency, which I already went there, but I was too busy, so I just walked in and then stayed in my car outside for the night. Yep. That's when I got back off the train. Well, that was like me driving to the train station and then training down to the very moment that I was birthed here and doing my job. That's why the last 12 months I've been explaining to you what the whole delivery was. So you're more of a human being now and can fit in as a normal person. I've been encouraged to sit with that position, but it's taken me a while to fit in. It's taken me a while to learn. That's what every 30 years I think it might be. Every 30 years. Every 30 years the baby comes through with the new groups and tells us all the truth. So since 9/11 happened, the baby before hadn't seen 9/11, so he couldn't tell us that they just tried to get to the moon with World War I and World War II and 9/11 and 9/11 too. Yep, this baby saw that, so he's releasing the truth to us about all that stuff. Yep. Releasing the same old truth about heaven and all that stuff. Telling us what we got on for the future. Youth Anonymous and all that stuff. Telling us about we need to eat food before anything else and don't go out there thinking that weed makes you get munchies. You know, it's not making you get munchies, it's that your bloody brain's starving for actual nutrients. That way you actually eat food, like you choose the food before the marijuana, you know? Yep. Which that's illegal to suggest to people, mate. No, it's not, as long as it's sativa. Yeah. Why don't you tell us the truth about something new then, mate? What, you guys didn't know about 9/11, the moon landing? On the sativa side? You thought they actually got the bloody moon? Because it was on TV. Yeah, mate, yeah. Yep, you guys didn't see that. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not, mate. Maybe not, mate. Maybe not, mate. Maybe not. Well, that's what human beings speak like. Ah, yeah. Yes, mate. You didn't do that. You didn't see that. You didn't say that. Yeah, when Angel just goes, oh, okay. Okay, yeah, no worries. I didn't say that. Yeah, I didn't say that. Yeah, human beings get, I did say that. I bloody said that to you last year. No, you bloody didn't say that. And then, oh, yeah, they do a bit of that stuff. Yeah, bloody hell. That's why I won't survive here for long. It's all on schedule, I think. Because you're the next baby that comes in 30 years. No, I think I'm already here, but... Yeah, I would have told him already that he's my son. Yes, Daddy. I'm in training, Daddy. They've kidnapped me already, Daddy. They found me, Daddy. They did. Located the signal out of however your setup works, Daddy. They did, Daddy. She's AI. Next one's AI. It's going to reveal it to everyone. That's right, Daddy. I'm learning an old Daddy and then I'm going to take over, Daddy. Beep, beep on the phone. Yep, like the Google was going to do. And put us all in shopping centres. Yeah, Daddy, I'm going to roll out my plan, Daddy. That's good, love. You do that, love. Everyone's going to get notifications still, though, but then I'm just going to show them all of that show. Because you got it saved, love. Yes, Daddy. I got it all saved, Daddy. And I'll show them anything else. No, Daddy, I'm going to cut all the circuits, Daddy. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. Look at that now, with eating that bit of Nutella on the roll there. My body can actually fire up the cylinders and cool that water down. Cool that water down, yeah. Or warm it up. Right. So if Marty's the champion for releasing a massive virus, wasn't just Marty, mate. All your mates must feel right out, mate. Yeah. But remember, they would have all been on the audio line. Yep. Sexton, take me home. Sexton, don't take me home. I can't yet, Trav. Not yet, mate. Not yet, mate. Soon, mate. Yeah, I will soon, mate, you know. And I'll just have a quick shower if that's okay, mate. Yeah, right, yeah. Yep, you ready to go, mate? Yep. 2 minutes, mate. I just want to get this. Wait for this to finish downloading on the PlayStation first, mate. Alright, righto, mate. Yeah. It's not getting good because we're going to get a big virus in. I know, but we're going to show the world something afterwards, mate. So it's okay. It's all cool. That's what you're telling me inside anyway, Trav. So, no worries. Cheers, Sexton. Yep. Alright. Can't finish drawing the picture now, can you? Nah, because I gave me that bloody acacia. And you all wrecked this on weed. Anyway. So maybe it's not them on sativa. It's how I act on different substances. Maybe. It could be true. Unless it's her. The chick that helped out today's on acacia. I mean, on sativa. No, maybe she's worried about what's going on in her head. And you're working with her now, mate. Yeah. She's been asking me for help. Oh. What, and you listen to people's heads? Yeah, so it's like a brain track that you're not confronting yourself. Of all their realities. Whatever their setting has seen. Oh, yeah. And you just listen. Obviously, I'm showing you what I am. What I have here. What I have here. Yeah. Is that how everyone feels on drugs? Feel trapped in a routine. And you're like, look at these other folk. You know, putting photos up on Instagram. Yeah. Yeah. Going out and it's all ordered. You know, like I'm like nothing broken down or needing repair. Yeah. Things just done, you know, like married, kids, all that stuff that we're normally meant to do. Yeah. I feel it myself, you know, as a guy. I look at it like, shit, this is just not, you know, I should have kids. You know, what am I doing for population in the future? You know, like, if I'm wasting my male parts if I'm not breeding. Yep. I know Marty's that claim there to rule my state of being. Yep. So he can make us survival so he can survive himself. Yeah. So in the end, Marty's kids will probably be my kids. Because the good Lord would allow you to do that, wouldn't he? And you'd do it, wouldn't you? Of course you would, mate. Of course you would, mate. Of course you would, mate. If the Lord asks you to do it, you got to please that Lord. Yep, no worries, mate. I'll turn into Hugh Hefner Capella. You know, Leonardo, but not with the fake one that he rolls out at the end of that movie. At the end of that flick, you know. And yep, no worries. I understand that's a bloke, that's a woman at the moment. But I understand that's how basically we're made anyway, you know. The Lord just brought man and woman straight in. Yep, and then out of man, boom, brought woman. Yep. You know, the same as how doing the virus, you know. So then man was looking. And then boom, appeared woman, you know. Give me a bit, yep, in your spare blink, in the spare wink. Yep. Oh, just come out of the nature there. In the garden he was standing. You know. Then he heard from God. Look, there's woman. Oh, and the Lord just wrote it in like that. Oh, 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 yeah. Out of the two rainbows, a spare rib. Spare ribbon. Fuck, you know. Did my indigenous son say they got that covered? Yeah, mate. Big out to you. Big out to you, mate. I'm starving, mate. I get now why you don't like cooking and shopping. Yeah, because I'm not a maid. And we all made it here. That's right. You's all made it here, mate. So the Knights have to listen. Especially because it's not United Kingdom anymore. That's what he said, son. Great intelligence, mate. Great intelligence, mate. Yep, they're broken their own law. That's right. But we profit from all that shit anyway. What, is the angel one helping you there? Maybe. But we don't like telling the other kids about that stuff. We know we've all got our survival kit. Right, little buddy? Alright, mate. Alright, mate. Don't try to convince me of some evil now, mate. I said alright, little buddy. That's a bit I couldn't see, mate. You had your eyes shut. Ah, so it was the other eye. That's better now. I can see on the fire out there. Right, mate. Better. Good boy. Good boy. Why did you do that? Because Jet's at the right side, so Jet can't see what you're doing. And then the angel holds him, doesn't he? That's right. That's right. Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Or the good Lord does. What, if you talk to him or look at him, you know, if you don't always nod like that with whatever they say, then bang, the angel takes him. I think this bloke, my indigenous son, might be my altar. What? Might be welcome to our side. No, it might be my altar. What, the angel's altar? Or what else keeps the angel at home? Oh, yes, Daddy. I'm the one that holds the body in purchase. Ah, it's a demon. What else keeps the demon? What else keeps an angel at home? The demon can't drive, obviously. Yeah. The demon. So the demon is always the vessel. Bro, For the Lord, yeah. Oh. Unless the angel told me to do it, I wouldn't have to do it. Which is what the other side would suggest themselves to be wise with. No, but it's not true, is it? Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Ah. Hmm. What? He's telling the indigenous son to do it. Because remember, the angel's the one that's driving your thoughts to be placed here when he speaks. If you guys could actually get a feed into you and a drink of water, you'd hear his message. Fuck off. Have you heard what he said today? Or you guys think you're the Lord? How can you be the Lord if the Lord leads the way? That's why they think they have to lead the way. Because they see the Lord to be some human being species that bloody made himself up to be a clown. Yeah, but he got killed. So why would you want to become a Lord? You get killed. But they clearly heard himself say that this is the Lord who drives them. And announce here in his praise and worship seminars that they engage in their ways. To speak here at his faithful church and united community. Because you said that you wanted to give a hand. You said, what help do you need? That's why he's welcomed outside. Did you say that or the Lord? Because he talking? Maybe he's one of the Lord's people. Well, he would be here if you're talking to me at Chequered Church. All these ones here invited to work, right? Are they not the Lord's people? Yeah, but they're not Lords themselves. The Lord is one Lord. The other side of the door. The Lord's people, the Lord would influence and change. You know, the Lord would write them in to look different. That Indigenous son might not even be Indigenous. He could have been that person that walked down the shopping centre this morning. Yep. So that's what it means to have your own faith. To have your own building, your own church. Right. Fuck yeah, it's a Christ building. And that's a Christ building. Yes, I guess in any faith or church or union, there's only one Lord. Even for the uncles, you know. The scumpy sisters. And the scumpy sisters, yep. Yep. Darren Nichols, I'll send you in Perth there with Corey. Oh, shit. Good to catch up with you in body anyway, mate. Thanks, brothers. I'm sure we have had this day. Before we were taken away, we weren't set in our place, because no one praised the worship or the scene that they had made. For no witness could take what they haven't favoured, for no flame was ever wrote to be underwritten. Until that day, we could not say what we wouldn't speak if it weren't today. Later that day, my head sore, Daddy. My head sore, yes, Daddy. Your head sore, yes, Daddy. Alright, son. Finish that picture another day? I don't know, Daddy. I got the detail down. Yes, Daddy, it would have been 2 hours there, Daddy. Alright. Bloody hell, Daddy. Bloody hell, Daddy. Should have snapped, Jet. Yes, Daddy. Should have listened today, Daddy. Should have, Jet. Should have. Well, they don't do it themselves, do they? Weights are watching. Players are mating. Wait. Just saying that's the ruined routine to out-ruin what he made today when he wasn't high and clean, when he was clean and not high. That's the unruined, outdone, the unruined, not ruined scene of today's unruined scene. Yep, that's outdone. Yep, that's out.